Good morning traders, Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart and point and figure chart analysis of NVDA after the strong results last night that came in above expectations with better guidance going forward. Now if we take a big picture view here, just taking a snapshot and a review of what's been happening last couple of months from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective, we had a couple of really great trades coming from the cloud chart cross here. Back in November of last year, it then tested the top end of the cloud there for another buy signal there with that successful rebound from the top end of the cloud, and then another successful rebound here from the standard line of the cloud. Then we had a very strong rally all the way up, kept going, and after this kind of bearish engulfing pattern there, we took some profits off the table in and around this climatic run up there, just to bank some of the profits in NVDA. The classic Ichimoku cloud chart sell signal came through there. NVDA then tested the top end of the cloud, failed to find support there, sliced through both the forward cloud chart support zone there, as well as the standard line support zone, only to rebound from a cluster of support between 770, 760 and 754. Now we'll look in a minute where that support level comes from. But at the moment we've got, after this rebound, we've got a strong move, broke through the top end of the cloud, so that was a secondary buy point, that was another secondary buy point, and then this top end cloud chart support test, there was also a couple of buy points there. Now we do expect the price is clearly in the pre-market already higher than this, but we are breaking out of this kind of consolidation base for NVDA. But we're back in bullish territory with price action above the top end of the cloud, so that's overall bullish for NVDA. Now let's go and take a look at the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud. You can see that support there, 770, is these lows here, as well as the top end of the cloud. They make the support zone came back in, and that gave us a bit more comfort of trading this swing trade from this support zone back up to the bottom in the cloud. Look at how it's fighting the resistance there at the bottom in the cloud, pulls back and then rebound from the standard line of the Ichimoku, and then broke through the top end of the cloud and then continued a new rally since price action was back above the top end of the cloud. From an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective, if price action is above the cloud, that's bullish. Price action below the cloud is bearish. The other interesting point to note from this support zone is if we look at the 4-hour Ichimoku, you can see there's also this cluster of support. 743 was also a downside support target. 770 comes from that so cloud chart support zone there. And then if we dip down further, we can see there's some interesting ones on the hourly, because by the time the hourly sold off here, you could see it was a little bit too far away from the bottom end of the cloud there. So we've had some mean reversion taking place here, but you can also see where this cluster of support comes from. 77, let me just zoom in here. You can see that 743 is a major support zone, and 770 was also a major support zone off the hourly one. So far so good. Captured some nice rebound swing trades on the back of this cloud chart test of these key support levels. But back to the daily, what to expect now. Looking that we have a very strong rally on our hands, and it's going to break out of this consolidation base and now move higher. Now you could technically project this move as an upward continuation pattern from this low to that high, pull back, and then another move higher. So we're in for a nice strong rally in NVDA over the next couple of months, provided the momentum remains in place to the upside. Now let's take a look at NVDA from a point and figure chart perspective. I've got the logarithmic point and figure chart, the 1% by 3. And we can see we've met numerous targets on NVDA to the upside. 522, 600, 785, 795, 885, 903, and then it pulled back a little bit. It also met the downside target of 785. Yeah, you could see there when we started that consolidation to the downside, it activated various downside targets, only to rebound after hitting those two downside targets and then starting the new rally up. You can see point and figure chart's got a beautiful trend line, 45-degree trend line, which gives a critical support zone. So the upside targets is 997, 1038, 1059, 1091, 1113, 1124 to the upside, and 1169. Now, there's no time frame on point and figure chart targets, generally speaking, but these are the upside targets. So as long as we don't get a point and figure chart reversal to the downside, we have a slow and steady trend now in place to meet these upside targets. These are the upside targets. The most immediate ones are the 1,038, 1,059 ones. So 9, 10, 11, 14% away from the next upside targets. There's a much higher one of 1241. And another one of 1279, so there's a good 30 to 34% long-term upside target on these point and figure chart figures. Now, if we look at it from a normal high-low 10 by 3 point and figure chart, yeah, we can see the upside targets. We've got now a solid trend in place. We can literally put a line in there now. There we go. 1,000, I think the pre-market's going to meet that price. The next one's 1030, 1040, 1050, 1060, and 1120. Then 1160 and 1190. So not sure if we'll get there very soon, but certainly the shorter term targets are certainly a 9 to 10, 11% rally. And then we'll see at that point in time, when we've met these targets, what the situation will be with the 1120, 1160, and 1190. Note the 1230 and 1300 upside targets. These are much longer upside targets on this high-low 10 by 3 point and figure. But so far, so good. Expect a very strong performance out of NVIDIA now in a solid uptrend with a whole cluster of upside targets between 1,000 and 1,230 to the upside. Now, if we take it one step further, just look at the Linton price targets, David Linton's patented price targets on the point and figure charts. That's unique to the Update Analytics platform. We can see there's a couple of upside targets here, 1,000, so it's about 5.3% away. 1015, 1130 is the upside target that the Linton price targets are on a follow the close method. And if we fine-tune that to another price and time factor method, we can see the other targets, 1015, 1130, very much the same. These are downside targets, but they're not activated because the price action is above the cloud, so we don't have to worry about these yet. They become a problem as soon as the NVIDIA trades below the bottom end of the cloud. But so far, trading on top of the cloud, very bullish, and you can see it's going to get past this front cloud projected resistance zone. But the upside targets, the David Linton patented price target calculations here is 1130. It's about 19% upside to NVIDIA. Hope this is useful. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.